Hello and welcome back to Patreon with Cheese. I am joined as always by a person I kind of know, Elizabeth Eston.
Hello. We kind of know each other.
Just kind of, just a little
Only a
bit.
little.
How are you doing, Liz?
I'm good. I'm good. A little concerned that Jeremy Jordan might go all evil on me. But
Yeah, we always have those concerns. I feel like we didn't go into that enough during our Queen for a Day episode of how to the dark side he went. I feel like we talked about other stuff during that episode, which we do in all these.
yeah,
I don't know what people expect from these, but
yeah. We're gonna go off topic, people.
I don't think we're going to as much in this last haul because we're getting to the long haul at the end of this first season.
There's a lot happening here.
Yeah, there is. But where we last left off, like some big stuff happened. Rapunzel was in control and all that, and then it goes up in her face. She was queen for a day, and now she can't paint. It feels, it feels like it's going back to OG territory for a second, and then it throws you off. I really appreciate it. It's like we're going back to like the Monty days, back when it's like, oh, there's someone in the kingdom that might not like me. Oh no! And then it's like you're getting possessed by a witch because you're overwhelmed with guilt.
Like the episode starts out because I was like, you have painter's block. I'm like, oh, she's gonna learn a lesson about how creativity is from inside or whatever. Like, cool.
And then nope. I think we're done with like our effective life lessons portion of this.
This is just about
show.
Don't get possessed by an evil witch lady. Like, it will ruin your day.
It feels like the first half of this show was written by like the PBS Kids marketing, and then the second half is written by the Adventure Time people, and then it's like, how are we gonna make this merge? And then they just don't.
Actually, I messaged my friend while watching this. I'm like, this is giving me major fan fiction vibes, and I love it.
Yes, no one has sent us in fanfic yet. We're almost at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time this hits like the proper like musicals with cheese feed, then we'll get inundated with them. But
Yeah, we'll get inundated. Maybe I'll do some research.
yeah. But so we got everyone the kingdom painting because this old witch lady played by Ellen Green, whose voice I noticed right away, like literally I could just tell it was her. I didn't need any reminding or anything like that. She has one of the most recognizable voices on the planet.
Only she sang.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a like, man, why do you hire, like, you got Jane Krakowski, you got Ellen Green, these Laura Benanti, none of them sing.
Hasn't sung a song yet, Laura Benanti. She's been in 3 episodes.
From what I gather, that last episode we saw Laura Benanti in, last time she shows up.
Oh no.
I know.
So sad.
I am so bummed out. Like, come on. She was
Please,
like
someone
in
write
the
Jess,
pilot.
Laura Benanti, and Tangled.
Yeah. Paul F. Tompkins, though, sticking through the long haul.
Paul F. Tompkins is just here. He's just like, hello.
I'll say one line per episode.
And it'll be the best line in the whole thing.
Yeah.
It'll sound like this.
So, yeah, then she starts possessing everyone, including Strongbow, and they're all painting this. Friedborg, everyone's favorite character.
Everyone's favorite character I always forget exists.
Maybe not the most politically correct character in the world, but definitely there.
No. And also that shoe guy who has terrible things happen to him, he's a cobbler. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, but speaking of shoes, you know how Eugene can tell that Rapunzel's not right? She's got
wearing
shoes on.
Shoes.
Quentin Tarantino immediately turned the episode off. He couldn't emotionally handle it.
Yeah. Yesterday, Jess sent me a tweet that was Quentin Tarantino's movie is Tangled.
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of feet shots in that movie.
There's a lot of feet. I was like, this makes sense. Yeah, it's just Eugene's first hint that something is incorrect is like, wait a minute, Rapunzel, you're wearing shoes.
What's
going on here? He's just like, oh, I just put them on. Like, okay.
I mean, she looks dazed and confused, but then she also has like this emotional breakdown in front of him, like, which is a choice.
And then she goes back to being hypnotized like 5 minutes later.
Yeah. It's a frustrating episode, this one. It's another one of those episodes where one or two people can see something's wrong and everyone else is just like under the spell.
Yeah, like Cassandra and Eugene are like detectives on the hunt for what's happening.
Yeah, and they seem like getting more like buddies. Like there's the occasional insult, but it feels much less malicious. And I feel like the episode that follows it remembers that they're supposed to really hate each other all of a sudden.
And then the rest remember that. It's just like, oh wait, they hate each other.
Yeah, but this one they're like fine with each other, it seems like.
I think it's because there's something's wrong with Rapunzel's. They're like, wait a minute, we should get along for a hot second.
Yeah. And how does this resolve itself? We find out where Zack Snyder ripped off the ending to Justice League, where they have a portal with a bigger, badder person, and they throw them through the witch through the portal, and then we'll never see them again, probably.
Yeah, I haven't seen Justice League, so I'll take your word for it.
It ends with like a portal with Darkseid coming through, and then they push Steppenwolf through it after beheading him.
Oh, this is the portion of Hollywood where we were doing massive portal climaxes. Okay.
Yeah. Remember when it was big lasers? Now it's portals.
Got it. I remember WandaVision ended with a big laser / portal, and I was very mad. I was just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Maybe we should just stop making movies for a bit until we can get this all under control.
Yeah, Ezra Miller keeps getting arrested for disorderly conduct, so I think we might need to take a break.
Disorderly conduct? That's a full-on assault.
I don't remember what the charges were.
Yeah, they're having a time.
Yeah, all because someone's saying shallow in a bar.
What, is he just not a Lady Gaga fan?
No, they do not like Lady Gaga, apparently.
Yeah.
What a shame. Cast Grant Gustin as the Flash.
You know what? Just cast like anyone else. Alan Rickman. They're versatile.
Alan Rickman is dead.
Oh, guess not as versatile as I thought. Keira Knightley.
Yeah, that could work. Idris Elba, he can play all the parts.
Replace Idris Elba with every part, it would still work.
It would be amazing.
Do you know like one of his earliest films was a Beyonce vehicle called Obsession?
Yes, I've been meaning to watch it for years now.
It becomes a Beyonce action film where she beats up the white woman that tried
Ally
to steal
Larder
her.
is the white woman.
Tried to steal her man, and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
Beyonce, kick her ass.
I'm a sucker for a terrible psychological thrill about a crazy woman trying to get her ex-husband back, because I know they're sexist, but they're really funny because when they're executed terribly.
You like Fatal Attraction?
Fatal Attraction is a good example. Swim Fan is not, because it's Fatal Attraction for teens and it doesn't work.
Do you think Fatal Attraction would become a decent musical?
No.
There's a lot of passion there.
There is a lot of passion, but I can't imagine someone writing a song while Glenn Close is boiling a rabbit.
It would be the Lady Butterfly. They just take the music from Madame Butterfly and just because that's the thing. Like they pick the most obvious fucking operas in the world. The songs I've heard 1,000 times in a dozen different contexts, and it just ruins the scenes for me.
Yeah. When I was in high school band, I did a Carmen melody, and I realized I heard those songs in every movie I've ever seen in my life, and I was like, God damn it.
The first time I heard Carmen was in the Hey Arnold episode about Carmen.
That's probably the first time I heard it too. But
then I
heard
started
it in high
singing
school too.
it around the house, and my grandmother's like, "You need to watch Carmen, the opera, because you know these songs." And I'm like, "I just know Hey Arnold, Grandma."
I just want to watch Reptar on Ice.
Back to Tangled.
Tangled.
What do we think of that?
We'll get off topic.
We'll get back though. We'll circle around.
Yeah. So basically, Rapunzel is like, "Hey, making tough decisions is just part of living, and I need to accept that." And then she stabs the painting, and then the witch goes into the Justice League portal.
Yes,
and then they all hug or something. I don't know. But
I feel
Eugene
like
gets a lot more kisses these few episodes we watched.
Yeah,
so.
he saved the day once. Now he gets kisses. Saves the day 4 more times. He might get a HJ.
What's the Disney equivalent of that is a kiss that lasts more than 2 seconds instead of like a peck.
A kiss with tongue, that is full raw dog fuck.
In Disneyland, absolutely.
You'll get kicked out.
If you do that in actual Disneyland, don't. But in the world of Disney cartoons, that is just marriage.
So since Star Wars is a Disney thing, when Jar Jar does that thing with his tongue, what does that consist of?
Something I tried to blank out of my memory.
Remember, Liam Neeson grabs the tongue and just stares at him and says, "Don't do that again."
Oh yeah, okay. He does.
So fun fact about this. This is a story. Oh God.
Is this a Star Wars prequel story?
It kind of is, but it's more a story about me in elementary. Or no, this was middle and high school.
Oh God, that's even more horrifying.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was a little weird, but I liked her a lot. She was really funny. She said when Qui-Gon Jinn grabbed that tongue, that was an awakening in something in her. And now I'm like tongue obsessed. And I'm like, okay, nice meeting you too.
Hello, nice to meet you. I love tongue. Now,
it's weird because now every time I watch that Phantom Menace scene, all I can think about is that girl who's just like, man, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
The real question is why you keep watching that Phantom Menace scene.
Because The Phantom Menace is objectively hilarious in a way that the two other prequels are not.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's been wanting to watch the prequels, and my Star Wars loving cousin is like, no, he can't watch the prequels. And I'm like, no, he's watching the prequels with me. They're funny as hell.
The first one is funny as hell. The second one's boring. The third one is memeable beyond all ability. Like
The
that
third one
has
is
a
an
lot of memes.
Oscar-winning drama compared to the first two.
I actually like The Phantom Menace. It's shot on real sets. It looks like a movie. It was shot on film. Like,
yeah, but Jar Jar.
I don't mind Jar Jar that much. I know everyone else really hates Jar Jar. I don't. It isn't a movie killer the way that everyone else says it is.
I respect that. I mean, I should watch it again as a non-annoyed Star Wars person. So.
I mean, Jar Jar is actually the most relevant part of the plot, if you think about it. Like, I don't know if you saw Ben from Canada's video on the Phantom Menace on Mr. Sunday's account, but Jar Jar is basically a representative in the government because the Gungans are all angry that they have no representation in the courts. So Padme Amidala is like, he's my friend and I will make him senator, so you will have not only representatives but a politician that represents your kind here.
This is a children's film.
I don't care. I thought that's a fun way. As much as the politics of the Gungans and the humans on Naboo go, I thought that was that could have been an interesting arc.
I will say, I did like how the planet where the Gungans lived on looked. I thought it looked kind of cool.
The little underwater planet?
Yeah, the underwater planet. I like how that looked. I was like how Liam Neeson hated being there the whole time. He's just like, God damn it, can I just fucking leave? And Ewan McGregor is just like, let's go.
I love being in Star Wars.
And then the second one, he's like, here, just put a beard on. You're older now. Magic.
He does look good, though. He does look older.
He's so handsome. He's so handsome in those movies. The first time I got a crush on McGregor was Train Spotting, which is a little weird, but
have you seen the clip of Ewan McGregor drunk off his ass at the Golden Globes with Nicole Kidman? I think it's for Moulin Rouge, and they just announced the title for Attack of the Clones, and he's just drunk, and the interviewer's like, have you heard the title? He's like, no, I haven't. It's Attack of the Clones. Oh, that's a terrible title. Oh my gosh, can't be as bad as Phantom Menace, I guess, and just walks off.
He already had his paycheck for the next two movies. It was fine.
And then he comes out the week afterwards and he's like, oh, I didn't know that was the actual title. I thought he was telling a joke. But after reading the script, I think it works.
No, it doesn't. There's no clones. Where are the clones? Where are they attacking?
They come at the end, I guess.
The Boba Fett clones?
Yeah.
I don't. Those are stupid.
I'm not saying they aren't.
I know.
When I first saw A New Hope, when they referred to the Clone War, I thought it was like spies. Like they had like spy clones sneaking in and infiltrating governments, which is how the Empire. That's what I thought, because that makes sense to my brain when I hear a Clone War.
That's the plot of Rogue One. So it's about spies.
Yeah, Rogue One is barely about spies. Let's be clear.
Yeah, but they are spying and stealing something secretively. So
wouldn't it have been great if Rogue One was just a heist movie?
Like, Cruella's actually a really good heist movie.
Cruella, yeah.
I really liked it.
I'm excited for Cruella 2. Do you know what they're doing for Cruella 2?
Is it called Cruella 2 Tuella?
Kind of. I mean, they might as well. But they're doing the Godfather 2 style, and they're bringing Glenn Close back, and they're going to do, like, old-time Glenn Close and what she's doing, and then flashback to Emma Stone. I think that's a great pitch.
That's an awesome premise. That's
better than what we did with the first Cruella. I'm into this. But Tangled, let's go on to the next episode.
Tangled, the next episode, where everything gets fucked up.
So, Not in the Mood. This is where, it's weird, because Pascal and Maximus just drug their friends.
Yeah, they just drug their friends.
I will say, Mandy Moore's performance as Angry Rapunzel,
good.
It does it for me. I don't know what it is, whether it's just the one eye being covered like Libby from Jimmy Neutron, but it does
I love her
things.
Emo hair. It's so good.
Eden Espinosa's performance as Happy Cassandra, very good.
It was my favorite. I love it so much.
I noticed a thing, and we brought this up previously. You know how Zachary Levi calls her Cassandra, and everyone else calls her Cassandra? Yeah. As soon as he turns nice, he calls her Cassandra. So it's a choice.
He's saying it wrong on purpose.
Yes, I finally was able to make that connection. It was a really, okay.
We solved the case.
Yeah, so I like that choice. This episode was fine. Mid.
Also, I like how this episode opens with a scene from later on, and then the 24 hours earlier title card.
Yes, in media res, and it's like, oh no, how are they gonna get out of there? Why would he do that to his own daughter, even though in a couple episodes later he does literally do that to his own
daughter. He does it all the time. It's literally been doing this whole season.
I don't understand why the opposite of him would be like angry when he's just always angry in the show.
The opposite of him would be like letting Rapunzel do whatever the fuck she wants.
Exactly.
But I like the opposite of the queen being like loving violence and just wanting everyone to fight each other.
And always eating.
Just like, fight, bitches, eating cake in her eating cake.
Julie Bowen's performance there, very good.
So everyone does a really good opposite. But yeah, basically Cassandra and Eugene and Rapunzel are planning this banquet to meet this like dude from another kingdom who barely matters in the plot, but sounds like an angry Italian man, and I looked him up. He's played by an angry Italian man. So, and they're always fighting. So their animal friends decide to drug them with happiness potion.
Well, it's not a happiness potion. It's a reverse your emotions potion.
Which wouldn't work on Rapunzel even if she had one drop. She'd be mad at everyone.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that to Rapunzel. I guess they weren't really. They are animals.
They're animals. They have the mental. They're not thinking too hard.
So the actor that plays Xavier, who is the guy that gives them the potion,
he plays Killer Croc in the original Suicide Squad.
Yep, that's the exact fun fact I was gonna pull out. You beat me to it. Pull
that out too.
Because I'm like, I know that voice, and then oh yeah,
it was Killer Croc. Remember that? That movie won an Oscar.
For the makeup, and I don't think it did. I mean, considering the time crunch they had, that movie looking as decent as it does is kind of a miracle. The
Killer Croc makeup's really good. The Joker makeup is questionable, but I think Jared Leto did that himself, so that doesn't count.
Have I told you? Oh, this is probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever had to admit.
Oh God.
I might have admitted this on the podcast before or like
Probably.
At a Patreon meetup. But my girlfriend was really obsessed with Harley Quinn, like when the Suicide Squad trailers came out. Like, and it was like 2 full years before the movie came out.
Yeah.
So she was like, I'm gonna dress as Harley Quinn for Halloween, and she made me dress up as Jared Leto Joker. And like no one had seen the movie yet. The movie had just had trailers and barely even that first trailer. So there are photos of me that exist as the Jared Leto Joker.
Oh God.
So do with that as you must.
Wow, your girlfriend is a lucky woman.
Yeah, that was. I would not do that for anyone else.
Exactly.
The fact that those exist embarrass me wholesale to this day.
Get yourself a man who will dress like the Joker from the original Suicide Squad.
It embarrasses me to this day. That might be worse than a lot of things I've done in my life.
Yeah, I was Dora for Halloween when I was a kid, and it came with the foam wig. I wore the foam wig.
You didn't wear brown face, did you?
No, I was a white person, but
okay, good.
I really like Dora. So.
Have I told you about my school production that used blackface? Have I told that story?
I think I've also told the story of my West Side Story production that used brown face.
I think what the fuck was up with schools in our time?
I don't know. There's too many white people at our schools.
They cast the lead as a white girl in a school full of black people. Let me just say, there were plenty of very talented black people. They cast the lead as a white girl in the musical Pearly, and they were like, go get a tan. And then they started putting like pancake mix in her face. And at the end of the day, it was just blackface. And no one saw the play, but I was there and I was like, I didn't audition because I knew that musical, there's no role for me in it. So I didn't audition. So I saw the show and I'm like, this bitch is in blackface. Y'all see this? No one's gonna say anything.
Yeah, I did stage crew for every play or musical, so I had to witness a lot of this. And my very white friend who I went to prom with, my love, his name's Chris. He was one of my gay friends in theater, so shout out to him for taking me to prom because I didn't have a date. But anyway, he just was like came out to be painted with brown face, and I was just like, oh God, Chris, oh God.
Horrible.
Oh God. I was just stage crew. I could not say anything. I was just like, well, I guess I'm going to hang out backstage and do nothing until I need to do something, which is make sure the door to docks works because it wasn't working for about a week. So it wouldn't close properly. It was great. I had to fix it myself. My teacher wouldn't fix it. He's like, I can't fix this. I was like, okay, I'll fix the magnet then. That's fine. I'm 16. I fixed it by putting more screws where the magnet hit, and it worked. There's a lot of screws
Brilliant.
on that door.
You're an engineer at heart.
Yeah, no, I built sets, so like I understand stuff pretty well.
So what would happen to us if we drank the reverse your emotions potion?
Depends how depressed I am.
Like just today, if we both had
Okay.
that bitter lemonade.
Today I'd be real sad.
You're happy today?
Today I'd be very sad.
Oh.
And I'd be angry a little bit, and I would just lie in my bed and go into the fetal position and watch Catfish.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what I'd do. Maybe I'd just be angry and lay in bed.
Yeah.
I do tend to be self-destructively ambitious.
You're very ambitious.
You think all I do is a podcast, guys?
He's very busy.
I'm trying to kill myself before I hit 30.
You're 25. Or you're 26.
I'm something. Before I hit 30, I'm hoping to be dead. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Wait, I got 1 year to beat Kurt Cobain. Let's go.
Oh, no. Don't join the 27 club.
I'm going to join the 27 club.
It's Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, and this podcaster dude from Detroit is also in the 27 club.
Yeah. The sad part is he died diarrheaing to death. It's really just kind of sad.
He just died because he did too much work. It wasn't even, like, sad.
I mean, that is kind of sad.
I know.
It
wasn't like a accident. It was a long process.
I mean, I guess Brent's gonna take over the podcast and they'll just keep going.
It'll just go. It'll be Patreon with cheese with me and Brent.
Nah. Kate Sloan will pop on or
That's
whatever.
true. Kate will just do it instead.
Oh, it would be so cool if Kate took over the podcast when I died.
Oh, it'd be so good.
So many good people, so many better podcast hosts than me.
You're good. Don't say that.
I'm okay. Can't even save a Singing in the Rain episode.
It's fine. There's just a lot of Doug Walker talk. It's fine.
Yeah, I hope Brent doesn't listen to it and is like, why do you think I wouldn't do the commentary?
If he does, I swear, I want to be present.
I'm very confused. Like, Andrew sincerely, I think, wants to do that Guy with the Glasses podcast. But what could you do? What is there to say that hasn't been said?
I think everything has been said. Maybe actually just getting in incognito mode, watching his new videos and dissecting where he's going.
Yeah, maybe dissecting them as like film analysis.
Yeah, like take them real seriously.
Yeah, don't people do that with The Room?
They do. He did that with The Room. Back in like the late 2000s.
I don't watch him is the thing. I never really did. But back to Tangled. The series. This episode's fine.
Yeah, these episodes are fine.
Yeah, it didn't hurt nobody.
They feel like build-ups to the next episode.
Well, this literally has like a Marvel post-credit scene.
There's a Marvel post-credit scene in these episodes.
Varian, like, oh boy, look at there.
Hello, I'm Varian.
Potion.
I'm definitely not evil.
I'm not evil Varian. I'm just a normal good boy Varian. I'm
Jamie Jordan trying to act.
Jamie Jordan.
Jeremy Jordan.
But what's your cheese rating of these episodes?
I'm gonna give these episodes Swiss. They're pretty solid. They do a decent job. They got some holes in them, but they do a decent job.
I'd give this like a big cheddar cheese wheel. Like they're the foundational step in between the climax, which is basically like a 2-hour event.
It's a movie.
Yeah. Tangled 2, Varian's Attack.
Aaron's Revenge.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time on Patreon with Cheese.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.